This is 12 Months in a Hammock, March edition. So last night I slept in the Eureka Chrysalis hammock, and it was a really tough night. Started off by the suspension straps. I couldn't get the knot to hold, and the suspension was really stretchy, so I kept like sagging down to the ground, having to get up and readjust, to get up and readjust. And then I finally got it set up perfect, and I learned a new hot knot thanks to my brother. You can follow his channel, Bear Trap Jason. And then the tree that we had the hammock hung to, I had to tie a rope from that tree to another tree so it didn't the tree wouldn't sag down. And then that rope broke, and then I was lower enough to the ground that I was basically sleeping on the ground. So then I had to get up, undo my hammock, and take everything and set up somewhere different. So I probably didn't get to sleep until after 1 o'clock in the morning. So it started off to be a pretty terrible morning. So after all of that, finally got set up, and here I am in the Eureka Chrysalis hammock. The hammock's pretty comfortable for sleeping in. It's the same as some of the other bridge hammocks. The only thing is I find it's not as wide, and it seems like it would be easy to kind of just, roll over into the edge and fall off. So you kind of have to be aware of where your body is while you're sleeping throughout the night. This is the same kind of thing in a couple of other hammocks I've tried out too, but I've noticed quite a bit in this one in particular. Now, as you'll see, it looks like I'm basically sleeping inside of a tent. And I think that design is mainly because Eureka tents, they basically make tents, and this was their first hammock design. So you'll see that beyond the bridge bars, there's two kind of pouch areas. There's one at the top by your head, and there's also one at the bottom down by your feet. Now, I found these to be very handy, and you can fit quite a bit of stuff in them. So I got all my clothes and coat and gear stuff at the feet. Then I got my camera equipment and my water, stuff like that, up by the front. Now, in addition to that, another unique thing is they have a ventilation strap up there at the top, or a ventilation window type thing up here at the top that air can kind of flow through. And I thought, well, this is going to be great while I'm sleeping at night, and all my steam's going to rise up, and from my breath, the condensation is going to come out of these two little windows. Now, I think that worked fairly well. There is quite a bit of dampness inside the hammock with me, so, but it wasn't like dripping down, it wasn't beating or anything, so it's just your normal condensation. So that would be the downside of being completely sealed in, is there's not very much airflow coming through. But that's only because I was really cold, so I didn't want the wind to be blasting through at me. Now, these little flaps here are velcroed to the bottom of the hammock. So I'll get one undone. So you can unvelcro it and take it and velcro it up here. Then it creates a nice little window for you. Now, it doesn't look like much of a window, but I'll put you down on my view. So you can see there's quite a nice little window once you take that flap up. Got a nice view. My nice scenic view out there. Now I'm going to flip open the other side. Strap it up. And it's quite a bit colder already. you look up the window, you see some of the people I came with there eating some breakfast, tidying up. But yeah, so that's basically it for the inside. It's pretty nice, pretty comfortable. So I'm gonna pack up some of the stuff on the inside and then go outside and show you what it looks like on the outside. Okay, here's some more of the Eureka Chrysalis from the outside. You'll see that I have the camper sleeve attached to the Eureka Chrysalis hammock. Now, when you get the hammock, I believe it just comes with the hammock. You don't get this camper sleeve to go with it. You have to buy that separately. Now, start off with the vent that I was showing you from the inside. You'll see it kind of has a little bit of space for the air to kind of come up and flow through, and for you to kind of get some air out. There is quite a bit of condensation on the inside of that. You see, this is all wet. So I guess my air was flowing through there pretty well, because I wasn't getting any beads or anything on the inside, but I do have some beads on the outside here. Now, you get this nice green color with their brand, their little butterfly coming out, which is all nice, but one thing that I didn't really like was the suspension that's provided with this hammock. I'm going to take you over there to get a closer look. But basically I found this material to be really stretchy, but once it gets stretched out, it's pretty good. But yeah, it was difficult to get it stretched out at first. I guess I should have done that before I tried it out. But then I tied these knots in, and I found when I was untying the knots with this material, it was really difficult to get some of the knots that aren't quick release to come out of here. More so than it would be from another type of suspension. Now let's move over to the guyouts. So as you can see, like the Lawson hammock, this hammock has 4 spots to tie it down. Now, this isn't necessary. I found without it, you get your regular hammock flow. So when you jump in, it's kind of swaying back and forth, which is what I think most people who are trying out their hammocks would prefer to have. But when it's tied out, you're really still inside there. Like, you're not really getting any flow, any play. So if you're the kind of person that doesn't enjoy that sway, this might be an option for you, either this or the Lawson hammock. And you see it has these 4 notches that are right inside the camper sleeve, and then I just pegged them out to the ground. Now with the camper sleeve entrance, you have 2 sides you can go in on. So it's double zippers, inside and outside, and then on the opposite side as well. So I really like that, because then you can get in and out on both sides. You don't have to worry about like, oh, which side am I setting it up on or anything like that. You just set it up and you're good to go. Another thing about the camper sleeve is when you're setting it up, it goes completely over the hammock, basically like a sleeve as it's described. And you just Velcro the ends onto here, zip it up, and then you're in. But so basically what you do to take it off is you unzip it here, and then you just slide it right off of the hammock. So that's pretty neat. Pretty neat design. Okay, let's go take another look on the inside of the hammock. Packed away all the stuff so you can kind of get a better look at it. So there you go. Here's the Eureka Chrysalis with nothing in it. So you can also, this is another thing I forgot to mention, you can stick a pad in here, and that would keep you a lot warmer, and maybe even flatten out the whole bed a little bit more, so you can kind of sleep on your stomach or however you enjoy to sleep throughout the night. Now the Velcro straps I was talking about underneath here, they strap down these little flaps to, and that's a great feature. It's got the ridge line. I put my headlamp on it. Overall, it's an okay hammock, but I don't think I would use it often. It takes a long time to set it up. You get the rollout feeling. Maybe if I wasn't using the camper sleeve, I would use it if I was using a different setup. But yeah, I'm not sure if I would continue to use this hammock. So that's about it for the Eureka Chrysalis hammock review. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll continue to subscribe to my channel. Check out my website, www.campinghammock.reviews.com, and I hope to see you soon.